it's true. It's all good now. And it's nothing. Louie and Louie are doing a podcast. Louie and Louie are...
Oh, wait. In honor of BRB Healing.
Oh. That is so great because that's also connected to my headline.
Ambiance.
I'm obsessed with this. That is
Candles. Action.
Pat. That is making me feel so homey and like wholesome and like full of love. And this was beautiful. Thank you for doing that. Should we test this again? I've noticed in the second episode I'm louder than you.
Yeah, because you're such a loud person, and I'm more of a quiet, mild-mannered man.
Okay. Well, I guess then I'm fine with being the loud woman.
Classic woman.
Classic.
Loud,
Just loud and
opinions
angry.
all over the place.
Fuck patriarchy.
But what does look like is my audio recorder
Audio.
is going to die shortly, which is problematic.
As in battery?
As in the battery.
Oh, well, you know what? We just keep an eye on it. Or should we plug it in?
No, what I'm going to do is grab 4 batteries.
Should we start it now and then I'll do a Louis corner?
Yes. Okay, so
Okay.
cold open.
You know, like the music is playing in the background, for example. Can you sing me something like da-da-da-da? Sing it. It's Pat and Louie, Louie and Pat. It's a podcast. Get it? Like there's a jingle and then we sing. Get it? Can you explain what les means?
It's like for short for lesbian.
Welcome
back
to
to
Hey Baby, I'm Gay. We need to figure out how we say like the ending. Is it like I'm gay or like I'm gay? You know, like
I feel like so long as we're really hitting up there, one perfect. Well, you know what? We're gonna take this bad audio, and we're gonna take a little minute, and we're gonna start the show a little differently this week. We're gonna get right into a Louis corner. We're just gonna start with a Louis corner. The people, the Gabies have spoken. They've said we want a Louis corner right off the bat. And Louis, take it away.
Hello and welcome to Louis Corner. I missed you guys. It's really been 2 weeks. It's been 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. But for you, it might have just been a week. You know, we're recording these before. The timing of these is a bit different, you know. And I really missed you, and I missed being here. And Pat just lit a candle. It is really, it inspired me. Also because today is 11/11. It's November 11. It's Angel Number Day. And did I absolutely manifest that 11/11 this morning? Of course I did. Is the crystal still up my butt? Yeah, it is. But you know what? Today's beautiful. The sun is out, or like some cloud is coming. I hope it's not raining. I don't have the jacket for that, but I'm happy to be here with Pat. I missed you, Pat. Don't talk to this is Louis Corder. And you know, just grabbed some coffee this morning because I thought I should bring Pat some coffee. That's nice. I love it when people bring me stuff like unexpectedly. Not too much though. That would be a little insane. What else?
It's fading. It's fading. Get it together.
It's fading.
Get it together.
No, I'm here. I'm present. I stay present. You know, it's so much easier to be present.
You've only got 30 more seconds. Just get it together. So Stick the landing. Stick the landing, Louis.
I love Louis Corder. And you know what, guys? If you love Louis Corder, please tell me in the comments below. Because this is on the platform YouTube. And you know,
and that's all the time we have for Louis' Corner this week. Shout out to all the lezers out there.
The lezards. The lizards.
The lizards.
The lizards. Oh, beautiful.
Welcome into the show. Thank you for the latte.
Latte.
Latte,
baby, I'm gay. Oh my God, I miss
Sometimes
you.
I'm just like, God, we're so good at this.
So good.
It's just effortless.
It might be the hats.
It might be the hats. Your outfit is more put together than mine, but
You always say that. We're wearing the same thing, except the colors are reversed.
I didn't even notice we are wearing the same thing.
Look.
Look at us.
It's such an angel type of day.
It is 11:11. I didn't even notice.
But do you
Thank you
feel
for
it?
bringing it. Now I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel charged. I feel ready. Can I tell you something silly?
Yes, always.
So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing a Gonzaga cross country shirt because I am a former Division I athlete. I was a Division I runner at Gonzaga University.
Really?
Yes, I know it's hard to believe now, but here's the silly part. So I have this shirt from that era of my life, and I opened my Strava app this morning. Turns out I haven't run in 2.5 months. Oops, how did that happen? So I went for a 18-minute run, and after I did my 18-minute run, I was feeling myself so much. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it on the university shirt today. I was like, I see you, Coach Tyson, GUXE for life.
Oh, my God. That's so beautiful. Gonzaga is like a really cool university, no?
Gonzaga. Thank you. It's a...
No, I get it.
I'm a Zag, not a Zog, you know.
Okay.
It is it's well known because its basketball team is.
That's why I knew it.
Very good, yeah.
But you were a track star. She's a runner. She's a track star.
I was a track star. I would star is a bit too.
Yes. No.
Okay, I was a track star.
Yeah.
I was a star of the track. They put the spotlight on me and gave me the leading role of finishing 12th place in most races.
What kind of a runner? What kind of what?
I was of the distance persuasion.
How long?
So track was I ran 1,500 meters, 5,000 meters, and 10,000 meters.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my probably if I had stuck with it longer, my biggest success would have been the 10,000 meters. My best PR, and PR stands for personal record.
I watch those athletics in the stadium.
Yeah, thank you.
I love them.
Yeah, this actually ties very well into my news headline for later, which I'm excited for. But that's a teaser. Stick around for the end of the episode. So my best is in the 5,000, but I had some decent races in 1,500 meters, but that was a bit too. When you get down to 1,500, 800, you got to be like fast.
Yeah.
And I was more just the kind of guy who was like, I can really
do it,
hurt myself, you know. Because it's like at a certain distance, it's like you got to be fast, but it's really just like it's somewhat physical, but it's also mental. It's just like, can you just keep pushing yourself when your body is like making you lose hearing and making your arm go numb and like all this kind of shit.
Has that happened to you?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever run the marathon?
I'm so happy that you asked. Thank you for bringing it up. No one ever wants to talk about it with me, but I did run my first marathon at 17.
Like the full one, the big one, 42?
The full, 26.2 miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers.
42.
42 kilometers. I decided at the end of my senior year of high school cross country, my goal was to qualify for the California State meet. And I was worried that I wouldn't achieve my goal. And I had a habit at that time, which if I'm being honest, I still have this habit, that if something didn't work out, I would go into a little depressive phase and just start shoving my face with like ice cream and cookies and get a little, you know. And so I was like, I'm going to sign up for a marathon the weekend after what would be the California State meet. So if I don't qualify, then I still have this thing. Wow. But then, against all odds, I qualified for the California State meet.
And then you had to run the marathon.
And then the weekend after that, like, so I had been tapering for this 5K race. And then the weekend after that, I had to do the marathon. And I had never run longer than like 15 miles. And I had a decent time. I did pretty well. But decent, like just under 4 hours.
That's so crazy.
But it really sucked. And afterwards I was with my one of my childhood best friends who was like a bit older than me. He went to college. It was in Sacramento. And first of all, I stayed at his apartment, and his neighbors threw a party the night before, so we like couldn't sleep.
No.
Then you have to get up at like 4 a.m. to drive there. And so you drive to the finish line, park your car, then they take you in a bus 26 miles to the starting line. And so when we finished, 6 hours later or whatever, we couldn't remember where we parked the car. And so after running 26 miles, we spent 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours just walking around trying to find where we parked.
Because your brain was just so dead?
I guess, or just,
or
not
just
generally dumb. Could be. Well, this was I didn't know that this is where we were going to start the episode. It was too much me, I feel.
I also like to add something to this. I
thought you were about to be like, I also thought it was too much.
No. I was actually interested now because so I will say I hate running with all my heart. Like, I hate running. I will do anything else, any other sport, any other type of physical activity or movement. But running,
little deaths.
Just don't. Yeah. But
But what about the high? You love a high.
I
mean, we all know Louis loves a high. So what about the high, the runner's high? An all natural high.
Never gotten a runner's high because I don't run.
Not a little pinky of ecstasy at a. I'm kidding. This is all. I'm a comedian. I'm making jokes. These are jokes. It's funny. I'm funny, right?
And we're all laughing. Anyway, I was saying, but recently I've gotten the thought that I would maybe want to go for a run one time, like someday. And then I had another thought. I'm thinking now that I would actually enjoy running now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, what if I ran a half marathon?
I love that for you. Can I give you
I should just start drinking again.
Well, first of all, yes, you should. Because I just...
35 days today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you don't make 40.
Stop.
No, I'm kidding. I support you and whatever you want to do. I just hope that the only time that we ever got to drink together wasn't your birthday.
Is that the only time?
I mean, like we've had, like we had a beer, but like we've never like, gotten weird with it. But it, we could go to a party sometime. Anyways, so can I give you my soft pitch?
Absolutely.
On running? Okay. Here's why running's great. It is gonna suck. It's not going to be nice. It's going to be very unpleasant when you start. But what's great about running is that, like, you really see the gains, like, from week to week. You know what I mean? So it's like the first week, I'd be like, just run for 10 minutes. And 10 minutes is nothing. Yeah. You could do anything for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's 2.5 songs.
Yeah, it's 2.5 songs. Exactly. And so the first week, you run 2-3 times for 10 minutes. And then the second week, 20 minutes. And then the third week,
a whole Beyonce
you run
album.
for a whole Beyonce album. And all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I ran for 40 minutes. That's wild. And it does still suck. But then there's a point where it starts to get to this thing where it's like, you're running and then you realize, like, I'm not even telling my legs to move right now. Like, my legs are just going and I'm kind of along for the ride. And the high the runner's high, the often talked about runner's high, I think is misrepresented. Because people think of high, high, like high, but it's not like that kind of high. It's more, it's a wholesome high.
Yeah.
It's like the high of being hugged by your mother or of a puppy licking your face. It's just like you feel good about yourself afterwards. It's the high of just like, there was something hard that I had to do and I did it.
You're really inspiring me now. And also, I think it's a big mental challenge sometimes, no? And I love a mental challenge. So I should embark. Should it be my story? Should it be my journey?
There are some burned flowers that agree with you about that.
Oh, it's been months now. I still talk about it every day. No, I don't. I do. It's in my set. I'm over it, actually.
Yeah, we're past it. We're so over it. But
so done. Love that there's fire here right now.
It's in the shot, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. The other great thing about running, and maybe I'll have to edit this out because this part's boring, but it's great for writing, for comedy. Like I always think about bits and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. But should we get in? We're jibber jabber.
I love this. Don't think about if it fits or not. It fits because it's us.
Yeah, but
Pat.
Louis, one of us has to be the one who's, for lack of a better term, driving the car.
Wow, of course, a man would be driving the car.
Well, look, all I'm saying is
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with our gender, but one of us has driven a car successfully without ever hitting a woman.
I drove a car. Okay. I drove a car yesterday.
Wait, yesterday you almost... Louis.
No, it was before.
Oh, okay.
It was
All
before.
right.
It was before. And I just didn't see him. Almost hit two people.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Is it's not that I'm saying you're a bad driver or anything. I'm just saying I feel more comfortable driving with my track record of never having hit someone with my car and your track record with several near misses and one near fatality.
I think it's it actually adds to my experience. I would say maybe I've driven a car more than you because I drive a lot.
I kind of doubt it. I've literally lived out of my car.
Oh.
And also, you're European. So
what is that supposed to mean?
I've been driving since I'm 15.
Okay.
And as you've mentioned,
My parents were race car drivers, just so you know.
Yes.
It's in the blood.
It's hitting people.
In the races they did, there's no other cars on the track.
Yeah,
so.
but being raised by race car drivers, that to me, that's not a selling point. You're just knocking yourself down more. I was taught to drive by a Buddhist nun. That's who I want to drive my car. Is someone who is just like breathe. Be calm.
You should really hit someone with
signal.
a car.
No.
It's great for your character development.
But all I'm saying is I've been driving since I was 15. And as you've mentioned, I'm very old. I am 74 years old and you're 12. So, I mean, just by the metrics of time, I have so many more hours on the road than you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said that. I see that you're
Yeah, please take it back.
I take it back.
Why don't you go ahead and just give me a formal apology in the camera?
Dear Pat, I take my statement back. Formal apology and thank you.
Thank you. Your formal apology has been rejected at this time. There wasn't enough heart in the formal apology. And so at this moment, it has been rejected. You are welcome to reapply in the next 6 months. Otherwise, this will go down on your permanent record as a blemish in your friendship with Patrick.
Dear Pat, thank you for getting back to me. I would just like to say I'm very sorry you feel this way, but I put in a lot of heart into this letter, and it might have been lost because it was in writing. You might have not felt the heart there, but there's a lot of warmth in the message I sent previously, but now I revoke it. So I guess I'm not actually apologizing. P.S. I love you.
Dear Louis, I did not hear a tremble in the voice. I did not see a welling of the eyes. I felt almost little to no emotion in the initial apology. There was emotion in your second letter, and that was felt, but the only emotions I felt were anger and a little bit of condescension, and both of those are roundly and very properly rejected. And I will just say that I consider this now an official on paper fight between us. That is all. Thank you for your time, Patrick. P.S. I love you too. Welcome back to Hey Baby, I'm Gay.
I liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's going to come together really nicely, I think.
Should we get into our little life headlines? Or do you have more?
No. I was the one who was trying to get us, and then you were like, we just got to go with the flow.
Yeah.
And
Well, now the flow has taken us to the news headlines. Here we are.
Do you want to go first?
Yes, because you kind of mentioned it before.
Okay, yes. I didn't want to tease anything.
No teasers.
No teasers.
Okay, so
tease free.
So here's my don't read.
I'm not reading. No read.
Dear Pat, do not read. Love you. Bye. So
Dear Louie, I did not read. I'm so sorry. Let's get over this and continue with the podcast, please.
Dear
Love,
Pat, thank you for your message. Okay. Kind regards, Louie. Okay, so this is my life headline, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I start.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Do-do-doot. Louie. Wait, sorry. Can I?
Yeah.
I'll throw to you.
Yeah.
Good evening and welcome back live from the Hey Baby, I'm Gay studios. This is one half of the Gaby duo, Pat and Louie. Some people have called me the baby. Some people have said that I can't be the gay. And still others have said that nothing at all about this podcast because it's never been released yet. But we've got exciting headline from up-and-coming comedian Louise Betcha's life. On the story, as always, is our Louise Betcha beat reporter, Louie. Louie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Pat. Here we are at the scene of the crime. No crime.
Let's take it again.
No, it's okay. I'll just go. Listen up to this. Listen up. Comedy duo's billion-dollar marketing campaign results in hospitalization for both.
Now, some of the Gabies have accused us of clickbait in the past.
Name 3 Gabies who have accused
Palma,
us.
Josh, and Constantine. No, I don't know.
Good guesses, probably.
Probably. Billion-dollar marketing campaign ends in hospitalization for 2 comedians.
Exactly.
Now, is this in reference to what was hyped as a comedy show of healing?
Flat Ass Brigade presents Healing.
Now, I don't want to get too much into the weeds of...
Get in there.
Well, I don't know if people find just Berlin comedy...
Yes.
How can you guys be the Flat Ass Brigade if Josh has left with his flat ass?
He's coming back for shows. And
We'll
we're international. We're fun news a bit later.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Just took that little time to stab me even more. Dear Pat, please. Enough. Bye.
Dear Louie, as per our last email, I find our working relationship good, and I appreciate your efforts comedically and podcastically, but let's please get to the point of this story. Yours, Patrick.
Dear Pat, okay.
Okay, so Flat Ass Brigade presents BRB I'm Healing, your comedy show.
It was called Just Healing.
Just Healing, sorry.
And then so the show got canceled.
The show got canceled. What did you guys sexually assault someone
No,
or
not
say
in that
something
way.
racist?
No, we can't.
Did you guys do
No,
blackface?
No, none of that.
You dated too young?
None of that. None of that.
Okay.
I just got sick.
Oh, you just canceled. I thought you meant like you were
No.
cancel
No,
cancel
no,
culture.
none of that.
Cancel culture,
Ooh. Halloween's over, Pat. No, we had to cancel it. I had to cancel a show that's called Healing because I got sick. And mind you, during our preparation for the show, the $1 billion marketing campaign, Konstantinos also got sick right before a very important shoot. So now I'm thinking, is the name cursed? Cursed.
That is the only logical explanation. So yes, I do think it's cursed.
Absolutely cursed.
I think we have to wind back for a second in case there are some people who aren't familiar with the intimate details of our life because we're just throwing out names of things. No one knows who Constantine is. Possibly.
Konstantinos Nazis.
Konstantinos Nazis.
That is his last name. Do not look at me like that.
Okay. So you're definitely sure that the show got canceled because you guys were sick?
I was sick.
So-
I got a cold. I could not move or talk. We were also supposed to record a podcast episode that day that I also canceled
That is true.
because I was taking care of myself.
I have to say was a relief.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was out with the wife and my friend Essan. We were having a walk with the dog, and we were gonna like rush back, and instead we got to just like come back and be
good.
cozy and order
Good.
dinner, and it was
Good.
nice. Yeah. So you and another funny comedian from Berlin, Konstantin. You guys were like Konstantinos. Sorry, apologies to Konstantinos.
He's watching.
Konstantinos, I just want to say I will never emotionally recover from the fact that I've mispronounced your name. Please accept my deepest apologies. My heart is torn apart from this incident. I love and support you. Thank you so much for your time.
Have you met him?
No.
He's great. You would love
No,
him.
I'm kidding. We have slightly met, but I just want you to know that's how you do a heartfelt apology.
Oh, glad. I wasn't paying attention really. Because you mentioned someone else's name. Right away, I'm just clocking out, you know?
So you and Konstantinos, you've got this show.
Is this such a captivating headline?
And you were making some fun videos promoting the show.
Fun. They were so fun, and actually, like during these last 2 weeks, a lot of people have told me those were great. They were great. I did a show yesterday. 2 people came up to me. I saw that show. I saw that video. I saw that promo. It was amazing.
Did they book seats?
Did they?
They never do. They always enjoy the promo video,
Yeah.
but never buy a ticket. Speaking of which, I'm on tour right now. No,
Do it.
no. It'll be past by the time this comes
Oh.
out. But follow us both on Instagram. Our handles are right here. Yep. I should have. I could have. Oh.
Yeah?
What was it?
Could have what?
During the running thing, I could have posted some like old photos of me running, and you could have.
Oh, but you can do that still.
Yeah, but now we've passed the mo. Should we like? Should we
No,
artificially?
You'll just add them.
Yeah, but we won't get the reaction shot. We won't get. Can we just do a couple quick reactions of you reacting to the photos of me?
Like,
Yeah.
do I look there?
Yeah. Look there. So here's a couple photos of. This is not an awkward edit. We're just this has happened naturally. But remember how we're talking about running right
so
now?
carried away. We had to cut out 30 minutes of the footage.
Yeah,
'cause no one cares about
We're
running.
just talking about running. You want to see a photo of me running in
Yes,
college?
yes.
Look at that.
Wow. Oh my God, Pat.
What do you think about that?
Oh my God.
Slay,
Those
no.
legs.
Yeah, thank you.
Slay.
And I look. Can you believe that's me? I look like a different human being almost.
You look extremely different, but in the eyes, I can see that it's still the same Pat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, you guys, you make these fun videos. All right, should we just go to my headline then? I don't know.
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you click on something and you're like, oh my God, what's in there? And there's nothing. And it's just like, pay $5 to read more. And you don't want
and
to.
You don't want to.
Because it's just not worth it.
I was really trying to make it something.
Well, I can tell about my time being sick.
Well, I do think, first of all, it is hilarious that you guys had a show called Healing and you had to cancel it because you fell ill.
We might make a third video about how we canceled the show. Would that be funny?
That would be funny.
Mm-hmm, okay.
Well, do you want to say anything else about your sickness or about canceling the show? Are there any more details to the story that need to be?
I had to take 3 days off work because I was sick, right? And I used this time. I had to. And I used this time to watch all of the Harry Potter movies. And have you seen Harry Potter, all of it? Have you?
No. I am
really?
I'm a reader.
Well, have you read the books?
Yes, I've read every single book. I've listened to the audiobooks narrated by Jim Dale. If you've never listened to Harry Potter on audiobook narrated by Jim Dale, please do that. It is what the movies should have been. It is a masterpiece. Play the theme song. Do 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 do. This is what just. Trust me.
Was that your attempt at the Harry Potter theme song?
For the audiobooks.
Oh, is there that one actually intrigued.
You honestly, if you've never listened to them, highly recommend. So I love the books, and I don't want to sound like Harry Potter hipster, but I was so into I was so ahead of my time with the Harry Potter books.
I knew it was coming.
Yes, it is coming. That for the first 3 books, Harry Potter was more of a thing in the UK than it was in the United States. And so I was ordering them special from Amazon back when Amazon used to sell books from the UK. And I had the UK versions of the books because they came out there 2 or 3 months before they came out in the States. So I'm a Harry Potter stan. I love Harry Potter. I support J.K. Rowling. No,
God.
I'm just jokes, people. I'm a comedian.
That really woke me
hot
up.
take. Anyways, I love Harry Potter. However, I am vehemently against the films.
So you've avoided them forever.
I watched the first
movie.
few, but then somewhere around probably 5, I was like, no. I missed 6, and then when 7 came out, it was a big thing, the first part. I went to see that, and it was such garbage. I was like, I can't, and I just never watched anything else.
That's the part when Dobby, the house elf, dies.
Yeah, and
I cry every time. It's just that little elf saved all of them. If that little elf would not have helped them, there would be no. The Dark Lord would still run the town.
It's true. Look, I love Dobby. My dog Oscar. You guys have met my dog Oscar. He loves socks, and so every time when I give him one of my socks, I'm like, "You're a free elf now," and I throw it to him, and it's a whole fun little joke me and Oscar have.
Did you cry when you were listening to the books when Dobby died?
I cried reading the books. I also cried when Hedwig died. That was like.
Hedwig dies?
You don't know that I think that's maybe they don't cover that in the movies, actually.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember her dying.
Hedwig,
maybe I missed it.
Hedwig dies when they're trying to smuggle Harry from. I think it's in book 6 maybe or book 5.
When they're trying to get from
that weird safe house that he's in with Sirius, and Hedwig takes a spell. She basically jumps in front of a bullet for Harry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go.
Dude,
watch the movies again and see.
no, you should
that
listen to that's your homework. Is you're gonna listen to the Harry Potter just the first book, and listen to it, and then come back to me and tell me about the magical experience that you've had.
Can I listen to it while I'm running?
Yes.
Okay. That will be in episode number 500. By the way, can I just say something really quick?
I mean, the thing is, we had to do a bad episode eventually. You know,
I think this is actually really good.
it started so good, but it really, I don't know. Like, we did the whole running aside, which was, I feel like I'm gonna have to cut that whole part out. Now we've gone on a Harry Potter thing.
Hey, just stay present. Can I say something really quick?
Yeah.
I made a list of things I want to do in 2024, or like goals. And I wrote that, Hey Baby, I'm Gay has at least 40 podcast episodes out.
In 2024?
By the end of it.
2020. There's 52 weeks in a year?
Yeah.
So we just have to get, like, the majority.
I think it was 40 or 30. I think I wanted to write 40, and then I looked up how many weeks are in a year, and I was like, 30.
But you never know.
It is 11/11 day. There's a candle lit.
There's a candle
Today's
lit.
very powerful for
Do you
manifesting.
Do you love the scent?
It's vanilla.
It's vanilla.
Is it from IKEA?
It's from
You
IKEA.
know it's my favorite. Crystals up my ass. I'm like, this is so good. Oh, okay. Anyway, do you have a headline?
I have a headline.
Oh,
Should I do
the
it
notebook is out.
chronologically or?
Yes.
Okay.
Or if there's a headline you're more excited.
I'm more excited about this first
Okay.
one. So, do. This just in. Miniature things very cool. Except humans. A reminder that kids suck.
Oh no! What happened?
Okay, so
Patrick kicked a child.
in the
A
face.
child kicked Patrick.
I farted on him and said, "No one's gonna believe you when you say that I did that to you."
What happened?
No, so here's the story. So last weekend, I was doing my show in Hamburg.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
I'm going there tomorrow. I've never been.
You've never been?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I'm
Loved
so excited.
it. What you're going for? Fun or for
I'm going to
comedy?
a jungle concert.
A
Jungle. The
jungle.
Band. Very cool.
Jungle. I know Jungle. I know one song of theirs.
They're excellent.
So we were going to I was doing the show in Hamburg, and I was like, you know what? I called my wife and I was like, hey, baby,
I'm gay.
I'm straight, because you're a woman. And
You called her?
I called her. I didn't call her. I just talked to her at the house. But I was like, hey, I got this show in Hamburg. What if we make a day out of it? You and me, we go to the Hamburg and we have a little date day. And
that's so sweet.
And her parents for Christmas had gotten me a Gutschein.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gift certificate for those of you who don't speak German like me. To Miniature Wonderland. Have you heard of it?
You wrote it to me as a suggestion to go see in Hamburg.
I don't even remember that. When did I write that?
I had a thing on Instagram that I was looking for suggestions, and you wrote it.
Okay. So I had a Gutschein to Miniature Wonderland, which is funny because I was doing so that it was Friday that we were gonna go, and then Thursday I was doing a show. And I was doing a friend of our show, Tara's, and afterwards she was like, "Oh, you're going to Hamburg tomorrow? That's so cool." And I was like, "Yeah, but we've only sold like 5 tickets, so it kind of sucks." And she was like, "Oh, I mean, can you cancel? I don't know." And I was like, "Well, like me and the missus are already gonna make a whole day out of it. And she was like, oh, that's so nice, so romantic. Like, you guys will go, you can go to the opera house, go out to dinner. And I was like, actually, we're going to Miniature Wonderland. And she was like, oh, cool.
But was it fun? Because I saw a TikTok about it.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
I
So excited.
love Miniature Wonderland. It's my second time. I had gone a few years ago.
Oh.
But they've now added a whole new wing. With so for the people who don't know, first of all, I've got so many videos. They're playing here now.
Wow, that's so
Videos,
sick.
photos. Actually, the one I'm playing right now is they have this one of the ocean in the Arctic. And it's incredible. Like, I'm like, how did you make this look so real? Like, it's fucking sick.
Amazing.
Amazing. They have Patagonia, and so basically the idea is they do all these like famous places, the Swiss Alps, Rome, the Hamburg, whatever, and they make them in miniature. And they have like little trains. They have a fully working airport, like with planes taking off and landing.
What?
Yeah, and there's like little supply trucks going around, and the planes like go wait in line to taxi for the takeoff and everything. And they have a full like a departures board and everything. And the place is massive.
Oh my God.
And it's so cool. And I am a small child, but like it's so cool. And then the cool thing too is that like in the Miniature Wonderland, it's these big things with the trains and the cars and all this stuff. But then if you also really look, there's like these little details, you know, like for example, like on one of them, I just discovered like there's one where this guy was like throwing some paint off of a roof. And there was a woman walking by below, and so you just see her like covered in paint, looking all kind of bummed, and he's just like throwing the paint off.
Wow.
And there's, you know, cars on fire.
And it's moving.
Some of it's moving, some of it's stationary, but it's all miniature.
I love it.
And they have, you know, different environments like the cities, the Arctic, blah blah blah. It's very cool. Absolute recommend. So fun.
I'm so excited.
So big fun date day. Me and the wife going to see all the miniatures. However, let's get to the second part of the headline.
Yeah.
The one problem is, as I said, a world in miniature with lots of toy trains, toy airplanes. What is that gonna attract?
Children. Yeah.
Say more.
Kids. Smaller humans. Childs. Babies. Families with children.
Exactly. So terrible, scary, and they're just running loose. You know, these are
Loose kids are the worst.
These are free range children. They are running everywhere, coughing everywhere. No respect for personal space.
Disgusting.
No covering their mouths when they cough. They're just little bags of germs running around being gross. And here's the thing. I like kids, but I like a well-behaved child. You know, give me a parented child. And you just don't see these kids are just running wild. And here's the thing. There is a moment where, you know, you're kind of like, you know, I've been waiting my turn. And I know this is going to sound silly, but it's like I've been waiting my turn to stand at a good spot where I can watch the toy airplanes take off and land. I just want 5 minutes to enjoy a few takeoffs and departures of these toy airplanes. I've got myself a good little spot. I'm right at the rail there, right where the plane's coming. And then, you know, a child just comes and just like worms and starts worming their way, like pushing in, you know, trying, kind of getting in front, like really getting up on me. And then I'm torn because there's one part of me that's like, first of all, this is kind of meant for children.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be the adult man who's like, Get out of here. I'm trying to enjoy these toy planes. That feels wrong. Second of all, but I also believe in boundaries and that they should know their thing. And I'm like, I can't tell this child, especially that probably speaks German, like, get the, like, fuck off. Out. Like, I'm here. Wait your turn. Be an adult. And so then I'm just like, I start to be like, I'm going to hold the line. I'm standing my ground. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to move. If this child wants to like push up on me and lean all over me, then that's on them, but I'm not moving. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like holding my I'm like, I'm watching these fucking airplanes. I'm watching these airplanes. But then out of the corner of my eye, I see the child's parent. Oh. And the parent is kind of looking at me and I'm like,
do you have a problem?
And I'm kind of like, well, now does it look like I'm kind of like, now I'm the childless adult man at the toy airport who's letting this child just like rub up on me and not giving ground. Am I giving off like a pedo kind of a vibe, or and so then I start getting self-conscious, and then I just let the child win. I just walked away from the airport. I only got to watch one takeoff. I wanted to watch at least two. And that was a general takeaway. It was like, every time you got a good spot, here comes a child to ruin your time. And they're coughing, they're being sticky, they're just gross. And look, sometimes I'm like, I could be a parent someday. And then Anya's like, no way. But after moments like that, I'm like,
it's so much
why
have
a child when you can just have a toy Pomeranian?
Exactly.
Or a pair of sneakers.
Or multiple
pair of sneakers.
If there was, would you do anything differently now if you went back there today to watch your two takeoffs and you were in the same situation? Would you do anything differently? Would you say something? Would you go watch the takeoffs from a corner of the room? Like, anything you would do differently?
It's a great question. Thank you for asking. I would hit the child. I would strike the child in the mouth, and I would say, "You think you're a man?" And
I'm married.
Yeah. This is my time with the toy airplanes. So I probably strike the child in the mouth would be what I would do. No, I mean, I think the thing that was frustrating was ultimately you have to be a little bit self-aware and realize that you are the childless adult at Miniature Wonderland. Mm-hmm. And just because you want to have a nice date at the toy airport with your wife doesn't mean that you can strike a child. And so what I would advise to do differently is the Miniature Wonderland is open until like midnight or something. So late. What I would do is go late, I think, because then you could avoid more children.
Because they have to sleep. And like probably do their homework, or I don't know, whatever, get their first boner. I don't know what children do, but
that's what I imagine. But I had the show, so we had to go daytime. And I have to say, we at first I felt like it was good, and then towards the end it was starting to get like after school time, and it was just like this is taking away from my enjoyment of the beautiful miniatures. But it is I can't say it enough. It is very cool, even as an adult. You know, like it sounds stupid.
No,
but
it doesn't.
Okay,
it
thank you.
It sounds extremely exciting. I do. Thank you actually for telling the story, because now I can prepare myself mentally also, just in case. And I would now I have something to think about how I would deal with that situation.
Because how do you draw a boundary with a child that is not your own?
You just do. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Das ist meine Sport.
Ja. Genau.
Out.
Yes.
Like get out.
Yeah, Genout. Hashtag Genout.
Merch dropping soon.
Yep, 2025.
25.
Yeah, so that's my how would you if you're in this situation, there's a lot of children around, some would argue that it's really in some ways designed for the children.
But is it actually? It's for everyone to enjoy.
True.
And also the children, they must learn at some point. And if the parents cannot teach them, you have to teach them in your own ways.
I feel like that's how you end up on like a TikTok or something, you know, or like a YouTube short where it's like male Karen chastises child at children's museum.
I mean, you don't actually have to hit them.
But how else would I?
Just nudge them a little bit.
You just stand your ground.
Yeah.
And then you just at the last
But
second
it's
you just
disgusting when,
you
like,
just turn and you just fart right in their face and then you walk away.
But it's disgusting when they're like just coming.
It's not nice.
Touching your body, trying to see. Just wait.
Yeah.
And I do not want to give the children the power. They're not in charge in that place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're in charge of your own destiny.
Amen.
And if you want to
Preach.
watch 2 takeoffs, you should be able to do that. You deserve 2 takeoffs.
Thank you. And whoever gets me 2 takeoffs has my vote this election, because this is a hot button issue that I feel like not enough people are talking about.
No one.
And I just want to come out right now during our by the way, we didn't even mention our bucket hat episode.
Oh, bucket hat.
Hashtag bucket hat episode. And say, parent your children. And you know what? Also, I should be like allow adult men to watch 2 toy takeoffs. And women. Sorry, you're right.
Yes. And the parents also, if you see your child rubbing up on someone's body, maybe tell them to stop. Maybe tell them to step away. Hey, Stefan, don't do that.
Yeah, and also, hey, Stefan, stranger danger. What if I was a bad guy? What if I was getting my rocks off that way?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't know if we have a big pedo community watching the podcast, but hot. I've got a hot recommendation.
I am so scared.
Go to Miniature Wonderland. I'm kidding. I'm a comedian.
Sponsored by pedophiles.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So anyways, go to Miniature Wonderland, have a good time, and
I'll do my report next week.
Yeah.
I'm extremely excited.
I'm
after this, and I'll be ready for a battle as well.
But also, by the way, it's very hard to get in. If you haven't already, you need to like get your tickets like
really?
tonight. Yeah.
I will message my friend right away. Oh my God.
Yeah,
my God.
It's a thing. It's a hot ticket. It's a hot ticket. There's also a whole cool thing. Well, actually, I don't want to ruin anything for you. You go.
Okay.
But there's one area where the children don't go, so I will just ruin it for you a little bit.
It's
but
the red light district.
It's the red light district.
Is it?
Yes. No, it's there's an area where what they did, it's super cool idea, which is like it's the same like village on a river, but like it's just a small little case, but it's like they do the same spot, but like each time advancing like another 100 years.
Oh.
And so at first it's like hunter-gatherer, then it's like early medieval, like, and it goes all the way up to kind of like World War II era. And it's super, it's a cool idea, and I enjoyed it. And no children found that part exciting.
It really sounds like you love that place. So I'm very sorry that the kids ruined it for you.
It's okay.
You can always go back, and then now you know to go very late. You know, you go to Hamburg.
Next time I do the show, and after the show, I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
after party at Miniature Wonderland.
See you there.
Let's go watch a couple of toy airplanes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. I'm so excited.
You're in for a treat. Should we do our real headlines here?
We can.
You want to do what's your news? What's your news headline? Or no, let me give you my news headline, because
Okay.
I want you to tell me the story, and then because I feel like I just talked.
Tell you the story. Oh, okay. Got it.
So this is, remember how the whole running thing, and I was like,
Okay. Oh, okay. A callback.
a callback. This is what they call in the industry a callback. So I went on the BBC News, big, beautiful.
Cunts! What? You were gonna say
She
it.
said it, not me.
You were gonna say it.
Thank you for being my better half there. BBC News, big beautiful crystals news. And this headline,
big beautiful crystals.
big beautiful crystals.
So good.
Hey baby, I'm a big beautiful, crystal, and I'm gay. So this headline really caught my eye, and I'm so excited for you to tell me more about this story because I want to learn and educate myself as an ally. So here's the headline from BBC News, up there right now. Gay games dazzle in Hong Kong despite controversy.
This is a beautiful event that happened in Hong Kong. Gay games is sort of like Olympics for gays. There are medals given out. There's a big party, as we all know, during the Olympics in the Olympic Village. Apparently,
now are the
they
medals?
Go crazy.
Do you put those around the neck, or do they?
You can. The fun thing about gay games is if you win a medal, you get the medal actual part, but you can choose between like how you can like actually put on your body. So you have your classical around the neck. Then you have your ring kind of way to attach it to a certain type of machinery people have. Then there's also the one that's called the hook that you can just like attach. So there was a woman who won two of the medals, and she would then do photos like attaching it like.
Oh,
like this.
Yeah, okay.
It's 18 plus, of course. This the gay games.
Yeah. Where did they televise that? Like OnlyFans or?
It's OnlyFans. Yeah, costs a lot of money, but it's worth it, and also that's why they have such a big budget. You know, the Olympic Village from 2008 Beijing Games. That's where they did the gay games. They used the same stadiums, same everything. And also, what was really interesting was, sorry,
go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering, can you tell me a little bit about like what kind of events do they do with the gay games? You know, are they the kind of standard, or is there kind of like, is there like a category, for example, for the what do you call it, the dead drop thing?
Yes, there's so many.
Yeah,
really, so many, countless, and every 4 years they add new, and you can't even keep track. But my personal favorite is have you seen the show Love Is Blind?
Of course.
Yeah, so they have that for lesbians. And they're like, who gets engaged first?
Yeah, the ultimatum.
A bit different.
Okay,
that's another category.
Gotcha.
But that's one of those.
And so the winner of that reality show is actually part of the gay games. Is that what you're saying?
No. So the concept is there. There's the best lesbians from each country meet, right? And they don't see each other.
Yeah, I love. And it's what a thrill to see the pound for pound best lesbians from every country coming together. Because also, like the best lesbian of Japan is a very different woman than the best lesbian of Brazil, for example.
I was gonna say Brazil as well, but yeah, it's really it's so amazing to watch.
Inspiring.
It's so inspiring, and it's really great to see how people are so quick with like emotional attachment. They're like, let's fucking do this. And actually, fun fact, since the very first gay games in 1955, there is still a lesbian couple together from those games, because this is a very old sort of game from the gay games.
Yeah.
And they're always there to give the medals out.
That's beautiful.
So that's really, it's like...
They're kind of the Vanessa and Nick Lachey of the gay games in a way, yes.
Yeah. So it's really it's my personal favorite.
So it's just kind of like who has like the U-Haul number on speed dial, who's able to like fully commit to like a moving in together situation first. Oh, that's really cool.
And then there's cat hunting. Also, this is a lesbian sort of not distance. What do we call it?
Event.
Yeah.
Now, is it separated into the categories of the community, the lesbians, the gays, the bis, the trans, the everything else plus are they is it or is there some cross
There is some cross and some that are specifically for each
category.
Yeah, and it's really with the times going on, it's becoming more and more like
the community's coming together. Yeah.
And it's just really wonderful to see. It's really I am proud to be of the community.
Inspiring, and thank you so much. I as someone who is a baby and wants to be an ally, dare I say, who even aspires to someday be gay, then it's just good for me to learn about these
it's
things.
important.
Yeah.
So those are the news.
That's the news. Well, you have a headline for me.
I do have a headline for you. Man takes venomous snake home to show children, ends up in hospital. Now, before you continue, I understand that almost all of my headlines are about hospitals and getting hospitalized and getting sick, but that's my headline.
Do you follow some sort of special hospital news network where it just like
I subscribe?
You
To
subscribe.
Charité.
Yeah, it's like a Hospital X, formerly Twitter. That's kind of just
Hospics.
Hospics. So man, sorry, just can you one more time?
Man takes venomous snake home to show children. Ends up in hospital.
So this is actually a really interesting story. And actually, it's so funny that you chose this headline, because this actually happened in and around the gay games. There was a man, dare I say, a gay man.
Dare you?
I dare. And he and his husband have a beautiful family. 3 children. They adopted one from every continent. So they've got an African, an Asian, and a South American.
But them specifically?
They're Canadian.
Oh.
Yeah, they're Canadian, but one of them kind of was like grew up in the States. So he's a little, American. So beautiful couple, beautiful family. They go to the gay games in China, and this guy's like, I am, I'm here showing my children, for for them to see the winner of best butt chugger and the winner of hardest reader and these kind of beautiful events, and but he also wanted to expose them to some of the kind of like authentic Chinese culture. And so he's like, let me go down to one of these wet markets and buy a venomous snake. And I'll bring it home to my children so that they can see what a venomous snake looks like. Because, there's not very many venomous snakes in Canada. There's maybe a couple rattlesnakes, but they're pretty tacky with their little rattle, and it almost feels like cultural appropriation or something. Like, I don't know. It's bad.
No.
I mean, look. Yeah. So he brings them home a beautiful venomous Chinese snake, and unfortunately, he actually didn't really know much about snakes. And he kind of thought that there would be some kind of crossover between like snakes and like a snake, And so he takes the snake out, thinking like, "Hey, I know how to handle a snake."
Right.
But he didn't know how to handle this
one
snake, and so it's going around, and it's kind of a like in the old UK comedy where it's like the cop is chasing the guy, and then at some point it turns directions and the guy's chasing the cop, and they're all switching hats. It was kind of like one of those situations, but with the venomous snake. Sadly, in the end, luckily not the children. Sadly, in the end, the snake did catch the guy and bit him, and so the snake was put down. which the snake community was really upset about.
And we don't. The gay community does not need any more beef with the snake community, and this just
exactly. And the thing is, the gay games is about unity.
Yeah.
And so to bring in this kind of negativity between the snake community, and I mean, look, people have historically said that the snake community is a little bit homophobic.
Yeah.
And I think there's some real issues there that we need to look at and discuss, and really talk about and dissect. But in this case, I do think. The snake was right to bite the man, and
Always.
I don't think that this was necessarily a case of outright homophobia. So I just want to say that I have empathy for all the communities, the snake community, the gay community, koala community, the Chinese community, athlete community, any community. I support them. And so that's the story. And I just want to say thoughts and prayers for everyone involved.
I have a question. Now, if there was a venomous snake in a miniature museum, would you allow it to bite the children that were bothering you watching the takeoff of the planes?
To take it back to Harry Potter for a minute, if I were in a zoo and I could magic a snake enclosure open to torment some children who were pushing their way in front of me, I would do that.
Yeah.
So I 100% would bring a snake. Allegedly would bring a snake to a miniature Wonderland type place and release it to just kind of get the children in line.
They will learn quicker.
Yeah,
well.
That's what I always say is snakes is the best way for children to learn.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And I believe in education.
Totally agree. I mean, as a future parent, at some point, I think I would use snakes quite often.
Yeah, and look, I know people are getting so sensitive in this day and age, say,
honestly,
you can't use snakes to parent your children. And I'm like, we've used snakes for thousands of years to parent our children, and I'm just like, it's if it ain't broke, why fix it?
Yeah. You know what? Everyone has their own little rule book of parenting, and why judge someone who's using snakes?
And I think there's a lot of people, I know both of us included, who, look, was it unpleasant at times to have that kind of fear of this poisonous snake that's living under your bed or, whatever, or sitting next to you if you don't do your homework. But
Look
in
at us
hindsight,
now.
as an adult, I'm like, that was useful. It taught me discipline.
Character development.
Character development. Well, that's been another episode of
Hey Baby,
I'm gay.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like and subscribe. We'll see you next week.